Get it, got it, good. Yeah, boy, the SMOK Stick AIO. Yes, this is for the intermediate type of vapor, someone who's looking for affordability, accessibility, and portability. Something that's sleek, that's easy to use. Easy. That's the main word, okay? Convenience. It's got one function fire button, no mini screen, built-in tank, got a USB port on the back, easy top fill, airflow, top airflow, no leaking. Comes in different color options. You get 4 of them. You get rainbow, you get gold, you get black, and you get stainless. You know, I used to call these type of devices for newbies, but no, they're not, okay? If you want a newbie type of device, go check out my Joule Vapor video. They've got other products like the NV Fit, those type of devices that had the pre-filled pod systems. That's for the newbie. This intermediate, it's got a restrictive lung hit, and it's a little bit too loose to do your mouth to lungs. You can still do them, but it's a little bit too loose for that. It comes with a Delrin 510 drip tip, and you can use your preferred standard 510 drip tips. Is this something that I would vape on all day, every day? No, but the reason why I am reviewing it is because I think this is great for the intermediate type of vapor who just wants something more than that newbie kit. Someone who wants just a little bit more vapor production and a little bit better flavor. And the price point for this, 25 to 35 bucks is what I'm seeing online. I'll post links down in the description where you can get it. And it feels good for the price point too. It feels pretty hefty, a little top heavy, but it feels good. Like I said, restrictive lung hit. You know what? I'm going to do a hit like this so you can see the vapor production. Not a crazy vapor production, but a good amount, a lot more than those starter kits. And the flavor you get off this is great. Rip, is it the best flavor you've ever gotten? No. It's in an RTA or an RDA. This is for the intermediate vapor. Alrighty, so here's the packaging for the SMOK Stick AIO. And of course, inside the packaging, you're going to receive your Stick AIO mod, a USB cable for charging. You get 2.23 ohm coil heads, 1 extra O-ring, a vape band, a warranty/verification card, and last but not least, a Stick AIO user manual. The Stick AIO mod is primarily made of stainless steel. She's 115 millimeter in length and she's 22 millimeter in width. At the top, she takes a Delrin 510 drip tip. This is the drip tip that comes with it, but it does hold a 510 drip tip. So if you want to use your preferred drip tip, you can do so. It is top filled, just like the TFV8 Baby Beast, the Big Baby Beast, the TFV8 Cloud Beast, the TFV12. You got this thing, this top cap, which slides open. You fill her up. There's your fill port right there. There's your shaft section. When you're done filling her up, you just close her off, push down, and it locks into place. And the drip tip is a snuggy duggy fit. And at the top of this device, it's got this gap. You see that gap? When I first got it, I was like, why the hell doesn't it screw down and sit flush? Well, it doesn't, because that's your top airflow. That's where your top airflow comes out of. But you unscrew this top cap, and here's the bottom of the top cap. This is where your coil head screws into. And this kit comes to where the coil head's not screwed into there because they don't want you to burn out that cotton, which is smart on their part. But yeah, the coil head screws into here and it makes a connection at the base of the tank. And here is the built-in Pyrex tank. Threads are nice and clean. They're not the smoothest that I've seen, but they're clean. And like I said before, did I say before, this thing holds 2 mils of juice. Everything is nice and clean. This is straight out of the package, guys. So once you screw the coil head into the bottom of the top cap, you screw the bad boy down. You're going to have that gap because that's that top airflow, and then you're going to fill her up. Once you're done filling her up, pop it back on there. Like I said, push down, it locks into place, and you're good to go. Now what I did was I dropped the lights. I wanted you to be able to see the light on this fire button because it's very dim in the video, but in real life it's a lot brighter. But 5 clicks to turn her on, 5 clicks to turn her off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she turns on. You see that? 5 clicks to turn her off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and she turns off. Turn her back on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you don't have a coil head installed and it's not making a connection, you hit the fire button, it's going to blink. On this side of the device right here, you've got a USB port for charging, hence the USB cable that came with this. Underneath that, you've got a light. And when you go to charge this thing up, that light is going to light up red. When it's fully charged, that light's going to turn off. This mod right here has got a built-in 1600 milliamp hour battery, and this is not a regulated mod. It comes fully charged at 4.2 volts, and as you vape on it, that voltage is going to drop. But what I mean by that voltage is going to drop, your vape quality is going to get weaker and weaker and weaker, and eventually you're going to have to recharge it. At the bottom it says SMOK. Down here it says Stick AIO, and at the base of this device you got a hole for battery venting. Again, here's another quick look for you. Now, like I mentioned before, this kit comes with two 0.23 ohm coil heads. It says recommended vape 25 to 45 watts, but that does not apply to this kit because the kit is unregulated. At the top of the coil head, inside, you got your coil head, uses organic cotton, and then around on the outside, that's your top airflow slots. Medium-sized coil, I would say it's on the smaller medium size, and then on the side, you got your feed slots, 2 feed slots on one side, 2 feed slots on the other. Down below, it's blocked off because this section right here makes a connection with the bottom of the tank. So what you want to do from there is screw the coil head into the bottom of the top cap, and like I said, the threads, they're clean, but they're not the smoothest that I've seen. It's not a pain, but it's just something to point out, but it screws in fine. Then what you want to do from there is screw this section into the mod. From there, what you want to do is pop this open and then fill her up. And the juice that I'm going to be vaping on today is blueberry custard from my plume line from vapetrick.com. Now, this stuff right here, the blueberry custard, is probably our top 3 seller. If you like wild blueberry and you like custard, get this stuff because it is good. Oh yeah, I'm giving 25% off everything at vapetrick.com. Check it out. Twist it, push down, and pop in. And yes, I know I did not prime up the coil heads, but I do not recommend doing that for this kit because the coil heads have top airflow. If you prime it up and get too much juice down into those coil heads, you'll never get it out. You'll get spit back, spit back, spit back. So what you want to do is let this Stick AIO kit sit for about 15 minutes, let that cotton soak up all the juice in there, and you'll be rocking and rolling. First con, you cannot adjust the airflow. Second con, it does feel a little bit top heavy when this thing is filled up. Third, it's only got a built-in 1600 milliamp hour battery, so the battery life is not going to last that long. And the fourth and final con that I found for this, it only holds 2 mils of e-liquid. Now, all the cons that I just mentioned, they're all subjective. I mean, they're being super nitpicky. Like I said, for an intermediate type of vapor, you're probably not going to care. Probably the biggest thing you need to know is the battery life. It's not going to last long. So if you're looking for a device to carry out with you all day, every day, you're either going to want to buy 3 or 4 of these kits or buy something else that's got more battery life. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to go fast. Now on to the big question, the big answer of the day. Hey, Rip, if you'd lost this puppy chugger today, would you go out tomorrow and buy one? And the answer is, this is the type of device I would buy for an errand boy type of vape. The vape that I would carry out and about for maybe 2 hours, 3 hours max. Yeah, I'd buy for that. 25 to 35 bucks, steal. Especially for the vape quality. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, found it entertaining and helpful, well then like the video down below. And if you want to see more of moi, subscribe for more. This is Rip Chippers, and remember, smoking is dead. Vaping is the future, and the future is now.